almost an hour and 45 minutes of jams from like a week session.
Damn.
You know? So, and that was just what we recorded. And that was just me and her. We were jamming with another person, but it was all muddied. That's basically just like one mic in a garage, me and her cranked up to the max, tight quarters, just going at it. And it's truly just a jam album. And I had so much fun that I really just wanted people to hear it.
Podcast and stuff we just started.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone?
I don't know. They probably won't respond because they're seeing this probably like 2 weeks.
2 weeks later. Well, hey, well, what's up, everybody? I hope this receives you well and you're having a good day.
Hope it receives you well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you want to come on?
I've never been on a podcast before, so
Boom, pop that cherry. I get
I
it.
said, hey, Abe, come on.
Yeah. I feel like I get all kinds of people on here, like in terms of the spectrum. Some people are like, yo, I won't be on. And then I get the opposite where like I gotta convince people to be on. Yeah. Like,
some people are a little shy, you know?
Yeah. But no, you was like, but yeah, you just hit me up at like a time where right now too is probably a bad time. Why are you looking at me, man? Fuck you, my man's like staring at me and shit.
Dan's supposed to be on the podcast.
Dan's a bitch.
But he doesn't want to show his face yet.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. Are you waiting for like your perfect dubstep like mask? You know, like back in the day. I don't know if they still wear masks.
I'm just gonna use my hair.
Yo, you can just flip it forward, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
I whip my hair just forward. That's it. Not back. There you go. You'll be like Sia.
Bass nectar. Greasy, long hair, banging.
Boom. If you're going to talk that much, you should have hooked up the fucking third mic. That's what you should have done. You should have joined the podcast, but
yeah, man.
Not come on the camera. You could have just been
third-party representative in the back.
If you want to do it, go do it. You want to do it? How you gonna tell me to do it? It's like your studio. You're like, all right. Let's just keep doing it though. Instead of waiting. Who am I here with today?
I am Vince Garlisi, aka The Wizard.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
That's your name on my phone, Vince the Wizard.
That's me.
Who is Vince the Wizard?
Who is Vince the Wizard?
Yeah.
Someone in the basement making tunes for the people who see a bigger vision other than, small little world.
So you make tunes for people who see a bigger vision. What does that mean?
Like people who want more for themselves, want more for their society. I don't mean to get like too preachy. I don't want to.
Nah, you do it. This is what this is. We do whatever needs to be done.
But part of me dabbles in that, and a part of me is like, man, fuck it. Like, do people really want to hear it? But it's not about what people want to hear. It's about like what you want to produce. Why not make music selfish? I don't know, dude. What's your opinion on making music? Why do you make music? Why
do I make music? Shit. I know I've answered this probably before too, and I love that I have to think about it again. Because maybe I'm probably conflicted with why I still do it. Are you gonna wear that? You're not even on camera, and you gonna wear that? Like,
I'm gonna bring it on over.
There you go.
El Bandito.
I'm trying to think. Like, when I look back on my life, I guess like I hate the phrase "music's my life," right? But I guess to some degree, music probably was always my life. My dad was a musician, and even though I didn't start making music till my 20s. Like being in like the Bronx and being like hip hop is your life. Like we talk about it all the time. We hear all the new shit, Hot 97. We worship at that altar. And then I become like I wanted a DJ, but we couldn't afford it. So we could only get the mixer. So I had a Newmark mixer, like old, like 1990 Newmark mixer, blue. But we couldn't afford decks. So I just got 2 CD players, and I used to crossfade like with the CD players. Not even tempo syncing, none of that shit. Because the CD players, they're not even like made for DJing and nothing. But I used to make mixtapes, you know? So like, I guess in a sense I was creating like back then, you know what I mean? But I just loved the game. I loved the hip hop and shit. And I would always hang out with my friend who was a DJ back then, in the sense DJ in the room. And now he's a fucking DJ on a radio station, pro job, Albany. Like he'd be their Hot 97 hip hop DJ. It's called Mr. Show.
You just like sharing music with people, you know?
Back then, yeah, for sure. And then, but I think it's not till I get to high school, and then I just kept indulging. I found out about this band called Dream Theater, right? And a lot of people know them for overcomplicated music and shit. But when I heard that stuff, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I was like, I didn't know this was possible, because growing up in hip hop, especially,
it's very it's very 4x4, you know.
Yeah, and I didn't know what 4x4 meant back then, you know. But it was like music is just, you know, picture A. And I saw Dream Theater, and they would start in picture A, their songs, but then they would do the whole alphabet, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, it was like them and Tool, but I gravitated to Dream Theater more, because Tool was like, I would hear it, and they're way more chill. They go on their own little music adventures, but they're not like, look what I can do. They're just like, okay, we're gonna do this, and yeah, you know, like
they can do that now, man. They're fucking.
They do that now with their career. That's how it's been 10+ years without no album or whatever.
It's just Tool. They've got a defining sound, and they just stick to it, and they're like, this is what. Yeah. This is who we are. This is what we do. I think
Dream Theater has their own problems. I almost wish they had a defined sound, like without going down why they kind of maybe suck right now. Even though like I'll still always like love them and shit, but
always have love for
for sure, because they did that. But yeah, anyway, I saw that, and so I started learning guitar, and then I go on to other instruments. But I started learning guitar, so I did like metal and all that stuff. And I would record with some whack ass, like, I think 1/8 cable. Yeah, right. 1/8, an eighth cable into the computer, because this is long before I know anything about interfaces and shit. And yeah, try to do stuff. But eventually I discovered a propeller head Reason and stuff. Like my homie Duke back in New York, he started making beats, and I was like, this looks doable. And the thing about that was that like with the beat world and electronic world, you can make the whole song by yourself. And the guitar world, it's like you needed people. At least at that time, I thought. I didn't know about like you can just play everything yourself. That hadn't been
overdubbing and shit.
Yeah, that hadn't been like put in my head like that. Now, I ain't just overdubbing made sense, but the idea of literally doing everything yourself, because now you'll see it on YouTube, you know, like the G musician. I play guitar, I play bass, I play drums, all that. Like, even if it's not godlike, it's decent. It's top like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, my singing is the shit. You know what I mean?
They
like,
know their way around a groove.
Yeah, a lot of like that would end up being pretty much all my like. If I had to do my little triangle of favorite musicians, like outside of like, I don't know if Dream Theater even makes it, but they're like the only band I guess that like really inspired me. Where Dream Theater is like a band, the rest of them are bands led by one person, and that one person kind of does everything. He has a band because when you tour, you want bands.
You have to have people to play your music with you. Like one of my favorite people, like most people, all those bands ended up blowing up. Things like Opeth and Porcupine Tree. But the one that never blew up, Pain is Salvation. I remember like there's an album. He's the singer and guitar player. But there's an album. They have a keyboard player who always played keyboard players on the album. There's an album where he was listed as the piano player on 5 of the 10 songs. And I was like, well, why even pay this guy if you're just going to be like, excuse me, sir, I need to play these keys. And he played bass on that whole album because he kicked out his brother. And it's like, damn, like, you know, it's kind of like, oh shit, like you can be a monarch in this like band music thing. Yeah. It's kind of like Ty Segall, you know? People
I don't know him, but I know a lot of people here. A lot of people who love vinyl, they love that dude.
Dude, yeah, he's he's a part of that whole like culture, West Coast movement. It's pretty interesting, like garage rock revival, but it's just really 50s rock transformed into something else, more gritty.
For sure. Let's stop it there so we get Dan in here. So who else is on the podcast now? Who else just came in?
You want to say my name?
Yeah,
or
man.
your artist name, whatever you want. Yeah, you
Come on.
Or whatever you want to call yourself.
My name's Dan, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm
Shadow.
gonna wash my hands now.
All right. Dang, I didn't get to ask no more questions. Just fucking let my name's Dan.
The mysterious.
I don't know. Shit. So, damn, because he keeps fucking leaving and shit. He just keeps fucking up the flow.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah,
you were saying like you made music and stuff for those people. What is your first instrument you end up learning, or like how do you start on that journey?
First instrument I ever played.
Or yeah, like when do you start? Like I guess when do you take the turn from listener to not listener, not only just listener?
I guess when something really motivates you, when you have something that.
Well, I don't mean philosophically. I mean you. Like when did it happen for you?
Back.
Like, did you hear something? Like like me, I said I had Dream Theater and all that shit. Like, what made you want to start doing stuff?
I had a paper route. Back in the day, oh man, and I used to drive my dad's car around. He had a bunch of old CDs in his car of like Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix and Pink Floyd, and it'd be early in the morning, like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I would drive around and listen to that. I'd be the only one on the road and just blasting that music. And I remember hearing Jimmy Page, Since I've Been Loving You, and like just the solo. And I remember thinking, oh man, if I could make music like this, that's the dream. It was so, it was like, I just want to create beautiful moments for people when they're just,
My man hit me with the Lil Wayne. Every Lil Wayne track used to start like that. Like anytime he's about to drop a verse. Rip. Yeah. It's like, I'm ready to talk.
I'm ready to spit some bars.
Yeah. Did you ever make a Led Zeppelin track?
Oh, I just...
Because that's way more attainable than like my little Dream Theater goes.
Yeah. It's doable, but I'd never want to replicate that sound.
No, for sure. But I mean, that's kind of like what was innovative at that time, and because it gets ripped off so much, ends up becoming a generic rock sound.
Mm-hmm.
To some degree, especially stuff on album 1, they're ripping off a lot of musicians themselves.
Oh yeah, it's basically like they're a glorified cover band.
Yeah.
Like the Lemon Song and.
But I just mean like, did you ever do your little rock moment?
No, not yet.
No.
Just kind of feeling out what I want to do as an artist. Making my own music, sticking in my little hole and producing track after track. I got like 32 tracks that I'm just dabbling in and deciding on what to do with them. Like you were talking about singles earlier. Should I just release like a single a week? I mean, you
need to do what you want at the end of the day. But I mean, I'm always gonna say yes. You should do a single. Everybody should do that. But I mean, you need to find what's best for you. And then there's hardcore marketers, because like that I get a lot of these ideas from that they're not necessarily thinking primary music, but they don't see any reason why it wouldn't work this way. They're like, you work at your own pace. So like for people like Xylo, who has like over 24-hour music, I was always telling him, you need to do a song a day. Like put out one, because he already makes a song a day anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, you should just be putting out a song a day. But like if that's if you can actually maintain that pace, like why not put out a song a day? You know what I mean?
Or like a song a week or a mixtape a month.
Mixtape month's a lot. That's a lot of fucking music.
Well, Currency did that shit back in the day.
How many months in a row did he do it? Because
he did it for
when he blows up, he had 3 in the same year, and then he chills out after that. And that was like probably 10 songs each.
Really, I think he did it for 6 or 7 months that he did like every month he had a new tape that was out,
Yeah.
and he was just producing music, and
But you see, like, then he probably got to a certain level where he probably didn't need to do that no more.
yeah, now
So it seems like, it
Now he's
seems like you got to flood the market in the beginning, you know?
true, very true.
Unless you're an EDM guy. EDM guys, they only do singles, but yeah, like, they don't, yeah, I don't know. They don't seem to flood it. Like
I think it's all marketing, promotions.
yeah.
Like, you got a lot of producers.
I remember, you probably don't even know who Lanes is, but Lanes is like probably a UK-ish trance. I don't know if he's still trance, but when I heard him, he was a trance producer. But I remember he's like, yo, my first album's about to come out, and he had already been doing this for 10 years already, because that industry always just approached albums entirely different.
Mhm.
It was like, and then as fans, I just remember being fans, we would not necessarily even look for albums, because we'd be like, oh, I love Marcus Schultz. Here comes a Marcus Schultz album. Like, oh man, here comes a pop vocal album. Because they do, for albums, they do the exact opposite of what you even came to them for anyway, because they're trying to reach a mass market,
Yeah, same thing with like, mixtape rappers. I find that their mixtapes are people who just give out free music in general. There's a lot more drive, I guess, in their songs, and they appeal to their underground fans or people who really love their music, because they're just making music for themselves. And then when they make an album, it's like subpar.
Also, I think, see, so now that we do have this flood the market mentality too, I think, especially, like I only say from the hip hop perspective, yeah, like you said, subpar albums happen, and I think it's because they're trying to make them different in the wrong way. Like Cardi B, right? She blew up with that song. I can't even remember already. That's how awesome it was. I know it had a hot beat. I remember the beat.
Bodak Yellow.
What about
Yeah.
the shoes?
Yeah, that one. Bodak Yellow. That one. But I don't remember. I was like, I don't even remember anything, because I'm only there for the beat. I'm not even there for anything else involved. But
That bass line was great.
yeah, it was great. But I remember she was on the Breakfast Club interview, and she's talking about her album, and I don't know, maybe it was supposed to come out, maybe it wasn't, but she keeps holding it back because she keeps changing stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like the album seemed to be the place, like I think from her perspective, I'm gonna have the features, so I'm gonna have like, not that 2 Chainz is on the album, but I'm gonna have the 2 Chainz
Yeah.
song or the Lil Wayne song, and
Rick
it's like
Ross.
so the album is where you like waste unnecessary amounts of money getting all these people instead of like making the best track for the best
you.
purpose. Yeah, like oh, okay, this is where I get to like do these things that I couldn't do by myself,
Mhm.
Which I guess to some avenue as an artist is kind of cool, but on some other shit, it's just like, man, like, well, this is why they suck, because now you're just doing things to do things,
Doing things that maybe the label pushes you to do, or
Oh yeah, and then that all depends on who she's with and stuff,
yeah.
how free she may or may not be.
So I don't know, man. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Like my man's trying to interview me and shit.
Well,
No, you can ask it. I don't care. There is no wrong. I'm just making fun of it.
where do you see yourself in the music scene in San Antonio, or
In 10 years,
yeah,
not here.
yeah, that's
I know I've been boy who
Somewhere
cried
else.
wolf. Like I've been talking about leaving. I still haven't, but I can't see me in 10 years, yo. There's probably a lot of horrific events that would, like, I hate to even say it, but yeah, like my dogs will be probably dead, and like
Those
then
things
my
are
mom,
dead, dude.
my mom
Walking dead.
will probably be, or I don't want to say my mom will probably be dead, but I mean she's like 75, so who knows? My aunt's still alive, and she's like 80ish or something.
damn.
But yeah, like I always say, like remember when my dad died, I became a different person completely. I've always imagined it, like the moment my mom dies, like I'm probably gonna be very fucking angry like that day, but I'm probably gonna be another different person, and I'm probably also won't have any reason like then to even be
here.
around here, like period. Like yeah, because like right now I kind of use those things as excuses, but like yeah, no, then there really won't be any, because I like my sister too, but I've also lived with her. It's like and she's young, so she's She got way more time. But yeah, like barring some awesome success coming my way, like I don't even mean as an artist. I just mean any type of incentive to stay here, like 10 years. I would hope I'm not be here. It probably might even be less than way might be way less, depending. Because I feel like in the next 6 months, probably something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because in terms of me like leaving,
Apocalypse.
nah. I mean, wasn't there supposed to be one? Like a week ago.
Every day.
Or
Yeah,
that.
there's like a new call for.
But
the
no, like
apocalypse.
I've always been talking about leaving and shit. But a lot of the me talking about leaving was always just me doing it and then figuring it out. A lot of the stuff coming for maybe next year seems to involves other people, and I probably won't. Like it's easy to let yourself down. It's not easy to let other people down. You
True.
know? So like I will probably have to act on one of those things. Like
Yeah.
for next year.
Where are you gonna go?
If it's America, still in LA. But if it's not America,
Do you have your passport?
it's done, baby.
How long did that take?
Surprisingly pretty quick.
Yo,
Like, I think on paper it
damn,
says 4 weeks.
Let's move.
I've been talking to you guys about moving, and my man's like, "This is amazing. We can move."
Well, no, let's move out of the country.
He can't move though. He has, yeah.
Bring
It's
Caden.
why he's here. He can't do it. My man has. My man has like no interest in the law. He's just like he's like, it's so easy. It's just like, it's the same reason why I don't think you got to meet Chris Klein, but that's the same reason why he's here in San Antonio. Because he's a successful record engineer. And yeah, he lives here because of family, you know?
Yeah, people making it out of San Antonio. It's what bleak scene here.
Well, I mean, you can make it here. You just can't necessarily. I don't want to say can't because anything can happen. But I think, like I'm saying, like, this is why I was saying, I don't know if I said it on podcast. I think it was off the podcast. But I'm not interested in this scene because everyone I've seen make it here doesn't fuck with those people that I used to fuck with. That was my biggest mistake, just being part of that scene, because that scene is fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody who is successful seems to be not an artist. You know, they just seem to be around the events, and they get not that they're rich, but it gets to be a form of their living, you know? So, but all the people I know who work in the industries that live here, they just happen to live here. They don't fuck with it. Even that band that was a revelation to most of us a week ago, Nothing More. A lot of us didn't know they exist. But they got nominated for 3 Grammys, so like the Current or whoever covered them.
Here in San Antonio?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Dope. Good for them.
But my friends who did know them said like, yeah, they play at these 2 like rock bars that I've never heard of in my life.
Mm.
So like that already says like they're in a different scene. Not even that scene's big, but it's just a different one than I was fucking with the strip and all that.
Do they tour?
Yeah. No, they're legit. You go look at their website, they have the merch and all that shit. I'll try reaching out, see if I can get them on the podcast. That'd be pretty
That'd
cool.
be dope, man.
But like the fact that none of us knew who they were means like, yeah, they were kind of fucking
Doing
with their
their own
own
thing.
thing because they know like the thing here.
Is bunk.
Yeah, like the guy I used to talk about here, like as a little indie hero, Richie Branson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to quote him, this city just doesn't have the infrastructure to support
An
artists like that here locally. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's like, especially because he's hip hop, like we were kind of hip hop people. He was more like, had this been Houston, it may be a different story, but this ain't Houston, you know? Like, and yeah, so infrastructure wise here, but there's a bunch of people I know here. I've met people here who work on movies in LA, you know, like, but they just do it from here, audio wise, but yeah, they just don't fuck with the stuff here. They just live here. Cost of living's nice and all this other shit, you know?
That'd be awesome. That's the life, producing from San Antonio, like a little humble city.
Well, yeah, because you don't got to pay the LA cost to live. You don't got to pay the cost
But
of
you
your
get
life
paid
in traffic.
the LA money.
Well, I mean, being there, I mean, obviously you're going to pay the LA money in rent depending on where you are or housing. But I think after housing, dude, like it's all negligible, in my opinion.
Mm.
A lot of people, you know, do human activities, right? So they want to go out every night or get drunk a lot. And yeah, that stuff sucks and costs money and shit. You know, like, so if you're doing all that, yeah, you might get broker quicker. But like me, I'm like, all right, I need a place to live. After that, okay, gas costs a little more, but whatever. It's like $1 more. Like, what do you fucking do, you know?
Yeah.
Food, like, it costs slightly more, but it's like,
Eat out of the trash cans,
it's not a big
man.
deal. No, it's not. We don't need the trash can.
It'll be all right.
Yo, Jimmy John's throws out so much bread at the end of the night.
There
If
you
you're,
go.
if you're
man.
ever homeless, man, find you a
Dude,
Jimmy
the
John's.
Jimmy John's in Denver, I told you about, yo. The people, like, I think it was because the store right next to it, yo, but there was like 15, 20 homeless people just like living there essentially.
No, man, that's just Denver. We got the we got the best homeless people in
There's-
like the United States.
Because I
San
was in
Antonio
downtown,
or
there was
Denver?
Not in Denver. Like me and my mom were walking one day from King Supers. That's what the HEB equivalent. And she looks at this homeless dude, and she was like, "See, even our homeless people are awesome because the dude had a backpack and a bicycle, and you know that was his lifestyle. You know, he wasn't asking for money. He was just sleeping
Living
in a bush
his life.
next to his bike."
But yeah, since I was in like the heart of downtown there, I did see like, you know, a lot of homeless people. But I mean, that's every downtown though.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
see that. I mean,
everywhere.
the most I've ever seen though, like in the city, was probably like LA and Hawaii. Like you see it, I think, a lot more there than you see normally. And the least I was always San Francisco, but maybe I just was in the wrong areas.
Mm.
And the joke I told myself was like, it's so expensive, you can't even be homeless.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what I was like.
Silicon Valley, they kicked everybody out.
Because I mean, I guess being in New York, there are a lot of homeless people, but I think New York, you get the standard view. LA and Hawaii fucked me up because it looked like people like, you know, I mean, a joke that they homeless, but like they were taking up so much space with tents and shopping carts that I'm like, yo, you gotta pay property tax, on this.
Dude, they
This is
set
pretty
up.
much. This is pretty
Dude,
crazy.
they set up like living quarters on the
Yes.
street.
So that's why I was like, it's kind of insane, like out there, like.
When I was up in Austin, I saw that on this one block we rode past, and there were just people posted up at the the side of this building, kind of like spread out their beds and whatnot in the open space. I was like, hey, well,
Yeah, man.
whatever, fucking do you?
Yeah. I mean, then we got like all this serious topic and shit.
Oh, well.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I was just like laughing. I'm like, look at us. We're like talking about real shit. I had like these episodes aren't out yet. I had two people who I had like both kind of in the political world. And yeah, I was like struggling to keep up with them because they're like,
Oh, talking about political climate.
yeah, one was actual politician, the other one has a PhD and that shit. And I'm like trying to pretend like I know what he's talking about and shit. Like,
No politician here, man. Yeah.
but how'd you even get to San Antonio? Because I know you ain't from here.
San Antonio, I drove my ass down here through Florida.
Oh, you was in Florida?
No, I was in Pittsburgh. I took the most indirect route.
Damn, you did. You did. You
Yeah.
took the
went-
the Greyhound route.
I went
Yo,
all the
Greyhound
way
does that
down
shit.
to the Florida Keys because I never seen the Keys, and it was on like I'm a big like when I see road trips and whatnot. I like to fucking plan some road trips. So
Yeah. No, I could tell from the Instagram. Like when you go out, you go out.
I was hitting like spots. And Florida Keys, they said you might as well go down there if you're gonna be in Florida. I never been to Florida anyway, so.
Yeah.
But San Antonio, long story short, I don't know. My family offered me a place to stay when I got my shit together because things back at home weren't working out. Friends and the scene over there.
What scene,
a lot
like
of people,
music or something else?
and just everything in general is consumed by drugs and like heroin and stuff.
I was like,
Heroin's
almost-
real big over there.
Yeah.
Really big.
Most music scenes are always like all music scenes, all creative scenes are gonna have a form of drugs. It might just be more the traditional ones, like
Yeah.
weed. Those and some ones. I don't know how profuse heroin is here. It may or may
Not
not.
at all. I like I think a lot of uppers are here. Really,
A lot of what?
uppers like people smoking meth and shit. Like,
Okay.
you know,
That's that other slang. I don't know that.
good.
That means you clean. Yeah.
It means you don't fuck with anything.
But were you how involved were you over there up in Pittsburgh?
In the music scene?
Yeah, like were you playing live and shit?
Yeah. I had a band back in high school.
Were you
and
drummer?
then all the way. No, I was a bass player.
Oh shit.
And then I moved out to Philadelphia for school and did my own thing out there. Kind of like didn't even do music really, just didn't even focus on it. Thought being like a neuroscience major.
Oh shit. Yo, neuroscience is the shit.
It is, and I discovered that it was just a cool hobby.
Neuroscience?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't really into it. Like didn't really want a degree, didn't really want to be a doctor, you know. Not for me, so. But then I came down here to San Antonio, and then here I am.
So what are you trying to do now that you're here?
Well, I went to school. I really wanted to do audio production, learn the ins and outs. And my teacher, Donnie Mills, he was kind of an inspiration.
May he rest in peace.
May he
Is he
rest in
dead?
peace. No, he's not fucking dead.
That's the same Donnie you used to mention?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't say his name no more.
Oh, is some bad shit happened?
No, I'm just being dramatic.
Oh,
He's teaching. He's cool.
you don't fuck with him no more? Or?
No, he's cool. Good guy.
I don't know why.
I can't tell if you're serious or
No,
not.
Dan's just playing around. But Donnie Mills, he's a cool guy. He really kind of showed me the ins and outs and showed everybody the ins and outs of what recording really takes, you know? And I just want to do that. If I could do that for the rest of my life, then that's cool. Make a living off that.
What steps are you doing right now to do that, to make that happen?
Buying equipment, making music, keep plugging away. You know, just kind of building up my own little corner and making music myself and a little creative team, establishing a team. You know,
You gonna establish it? You gonna make a whole scene?
make a whole scene if we have to.
What's the scene gonna be called?
16-bit hobo.
Wait, that's not. Is that
No,
the
that's
scene or
the
is that the group?
No, that is the scene.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be a new genre of music.
Oh shit.
But nah, I don't know. You know, there's just little pockets of weird music here and there that develop. You gotta have people who want to invest in the idea too outside of yourself to create a scene. Oh, truly happening scene. People that want to go out, and I think that's the problem with here, San Antonio. Nobody wants to go out.
They do and they don't. I mean, I think a lot of that comes from being. This is a wide ass spread city. Instead of like where I come from, New York, we build up. You know, like
here they build out.
Yeah, Houston, same way. You know. But yeah, because of that, and then I don't know if a lot of people don't have cars. I would say everybody has a car, but like, yo, here people have cars and are still like, ooh, that's far.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that me being from New York, that makes no fucking sense. You know,
yeah.
like I took like 2 buses and a train every day to high school, so it's just like,
It's the norm for you, though.
yeah,
you
like
know?
the fuck you mean too
Having to
far? Like
travel
you have your
around.
own fucking car, like use it. You know, like
I was talking about that the other day with my uncle. We were just saying like it's really sectioned. You're sectioned off because you have everything you need in that one little area.
yeah.
And then it just builds like almost an anti-community. You know, it's like people really stick to their own little groove down here,
Yeah.
and they don't go out much. And the people that do go out, you know,
From Mars' perspective, like being like, I don't know if you want to what type of musicians you would call. I was gonna say independent musicians, but I don't even know if that's the right word. Like not famous musicians, maybe is the better word. I've always felt one of the problems is, I should have never fucked with the Strip. The end, right? But the Strip is probably one of the easier places to play as a independent musician and at least be in front of people. But you're only playing for San Antonio people, and someplace like Austin, 6th Street, and that whole downtown area, everything is together. So like the cover bands are right next. You don't like a cover band? What you do? You leave that bar, you go to the next bar, original music, and vice versa. You just keep swapping, you know? Here, all the original music and some shit, DJ cover bands, you know, whatever, are going to be on the Strip. But if you go to downtown, because apparently this is on paper and the records say this is like one of the top tourist destinations. If you go downtown, that's where all the tourists are going to be. But none of us are there. None of us are allowed there. Yeah. I remember Hard Rock Cafe. I don't even know if it's still going on, but they hired the Lonely Horse dude. Not even Lonely Horse, but the main guitar player guy. So his solo project to, I guess, play, you know, maybe once a month or a week, whatever it was. And everybody's making a big deal because, oh, it's the first time like Hard Rock Cafe and like a downtown establishment is like allowing like the local people to play. And I had this discussion with the councilman #1, whatever, Trevino, you know. Yeah, if local music was allowed in downtown like normal, like it would probably change a lot of people's lives more. But we don't get none of the tourist shit. We just get fucking local caca, you know? Like,
you could be a busker.
I don't mean working. I mean like playing. I mean like us playing. You know what I mean? Like us being able to gig downtown. A busker, I just found out. Yeah, I just Googled that the other day. You mean play out in the streets?
Yeah, play out on the streets for a coin.
I'm talking about real gigs though.
That's a real gig?
No, real gigs, dude. Like,
have your little
I'm not even against that.
Up.
I'm just saying a real gig though.
Yeah, true.
Because like, look, let's say my group. So we're all gonna bring like now me who and all of us who have shit on this guy all the time, even as a consumer, shits on like venues for having shitty sound. So me who I shit on all these venues. I did the infamous Ventura post and all that shit. And now you want me to play in the street with those 7 people? like so now I need like the whole PA to come with me.
Yeah.
You know, like for some people, but you can do it. You can I remember doing one South by Jay Nodick. He played Guadalupe area in Austin, and the cops shut him down. But before they shut him down, he's an MPC guy, so he literally bought a generator.
Hell yeah, man, that's fucking awesome.
And just played out in the street.
That's so sick. That's the dream.
But I mean, like, yeah, we can always play out in the street. Cause I mean, like, I would have if we were in New York, where I know street playing is great. I would have loved to have the Boosh Kids in. Boosh Kids in the street, I think would have been the shit. Like I always wanted to play.
Great, man.
Yeah, Times Square, like in the subway. Oh, we would have killed it.
Y'all need to be outside.
But I'm just saying, like, we just in general should be gigging in clubs. Not even my band, like just local musicians downtown. Like even like fuck, the Strip shouldn't even exist. Like it should just be the Strip should be a strip downtown. Because that way the tourists can fuck with it too. And have some real shit flourish instead of just like
sectioning it off to people in San Antonio.
Yeah, because the only people who's gonna find it who are not from here are people who like to dive deep, you know. And most people probably ain't gonna do that, you know. So downtown ends up being run by the people who are fucking
rich.
No, it's just the normal shit, you know, DJs and cover bands.
Yeah.
So yeah,
people that know that it's gonna be a hit.
Bacon.
I mean, I'm not from here, but I think it's hilarious that, you know, Ripley's Believe It or Not, you know.
Right next to the fucking Alamo, dude.
Yeah, super Texan.
Is that a Texan thing?
I don't know. What, Ripley's?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to think if I've been. I feel like I may or may not have been there like years ago before I even lived in San Antonio.
When I first came to visit, I went there.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I may have entered. But I feel like you can go in without paying. That's why I feel like I've been there. I don't know if I've, right? You can go into that front, the window section. You can go in there without paying. I've probably only been in there. After that, you had to pay, and we didn't do that.
And then they have the wax museum right connected to it.
Yeah, I probably haven't done that either.
That's interesting. That's cool. Yeah. You gotta be a San Antonio tourist at least once while you're here.
Nah, probably not. I walked by the Alamo. That was good enough.
Yeah, true.
I probably walked in it too, but again, it was probably during the era of when I didn't live here really. But I don't know. I was gonna ask Dan a question, but motherfucker always be leaving. Dan's just like a bonus voice for this one. I don't think I could treat him as a serious guest.
The man, it's like the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
The infamous fucking
Hitting this shit.
The Voice.
Yo, so what's the response to your current album?
Current album just released. The response, like people viewing it.
Well, I mean, what's it called?
Oh, it's called Tales from the Basement, and it's really just like a jam album.
Yeah.
Like Top of the Dome. My friend and I, jamming in the basement.
Who's the other person?
Back in Pittsburgh, Ariana Bigler.
Oh, so is it? Damn. Wait. So is this stuff even new? I know it was someone in Pittsburgh. Is this stuff even new?
Yeah, it's me. I'm playing bass.
New.
Oh yeah, I just came out Tuesday.
Wait. This is the set. Damn. So you just put out another one, or? So I thought you just put out another one like a few weeks ago.
What?
You like an album?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, all right. But anyway, this is like brand new, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So you still mess with people in Pittsburgh?
Oh yeah, of course.
I didn't know that. So like,
She's. Oh man.
like good mean or like an asshole?
No, she's fucking amazing on the drums. She's like.
But did she come out here? Did you go up there or what?
Oh no, it was recorded up in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when?
This year or this time last year.
Shit.
Yeah.
Year in the making.
It was January. It was actually. I was just sitting on a bunch of files and I went back through. We had about almost an hour and 45 minutes of jams from like a week session.
Damn.
You know? So, and that was just what we recorded. And that was just me and her. We were jamming with another person, but it was all muddied. That's basically just like one mic in a garage, me and her cranked up to the max, tight quarters, just going at it. And it's truly just a jam album. And I had so much fun that I really just wanted people to hear it.
And what are you on there? You're playing bass?
I'm playing bass and just screaming, like yelling, you know, just rowdy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You think you'll ever do that live with her? I mean,
oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to get her down here, and we talk about it all the time. But it's not the right time for her to move away from Pittsburgh yet. She still has a lot of things to do out there, and she wants to move, but I guess she just needs the motivation to get up, and so I gotta make shit poppin' for myself first, and then I'll convince her to come down, you know, because that's my musical soulmate. Like when I play with her, I can connect with her so easy. It's just like it just flows out.
That's cool, dude. I only had maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just lying. I was about to say like in terms of the production part, I've probably only had that twice. In terms of because I think you can argue like the Boosh kids probably from a live thing. I probably had it a little bit with each of them, some more than others. But yeah, in terms of production, I probably only had it twice. Like the first time was with my homie Matt. He's in LA right now. He's a full-time sound designer, sound engineer.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
So like he got IMDb credits and everything. You can look him up. So but yeah, he doesn't even really create now more. This is what I was saying. Like sometimes stuff like that scares me when you become part of the game, because I think back then he was a drummer. He wanted to make music. Now this stuff is his career, but he doesn't make stuff. You know, he makes door sounds. You know, like for movies and TV and shit.
But that's Foley work. That's
yeah. But he doesn't. He says he bought these virtual this virtual drum thing, so he'll keep his chops up. But other than that, he doesn't even really play no more or something. You know, he's kind of moved on into real life as a girlfriend and all that stuff.
Real life.
Yeah, no, I run away from all that stuff. You know,
good.
I pretend to have girls that I like and get to know them, but I probably sabotage all that stuff just so I can keep doing all this shit like this.
Yeah.
what was I saying? Yeah, but he was like the first one. We did one song on like a group project back when I was in school. I just gave him this beat, but then like he's a drummer, so he.
I'm gonna get some water.
This motherfucker, dude. like oh man, just stop this shit. Like,
Yeah, so keep talking. I'm here.
you here, but you not.
Oh, I'm here.
But yeah, like he's a drummer, so he did the drum stuff via MIDI, but like especially at that point, this is like 2009, so like I don't know shit. This guy, why don't you just bring all the waters right there? Why don't you just bring it here, dude? I thought you were going to the kitchen and shit. That's why I stopped. I was like but yeah, so he approaches the MIDI like a drummer, like, and he was using the velocity, and just like his note, you can leave that there, it's whatever. His note choices was like so different than like us beat makers, and like again, this is like when I'm first starting, so I was like, what the fuck is this though? But the song ended up being like this fucking like epic like sounding thing that was just like a piano riff that I heard in like Smallville, and then I kind of like made my own version of that and turned it into a beat. But it was like, yo, this is fucking cool. But then he moves to Ohio, he graduates, and then he goes to LA. So that was over with real quick.
Oh man.
The other one I had, what's his name? JQ. So he's a trombone player in the band, in the Boosh Kids.
Mm-hmm.
But his Boosh Kids role is just him playing. But again, he meets me at that same time, where I was just describing this Matt guy. And he's using Reason a lot, so we both use Reason. So we start collabing and shit. And man, because he's a jazz guy, and like I'm still brand new to music, so I'm making these beat type beats, like, you know, the loops. And he would take my loops and dig them, but he's like a big Nine Inch Nails fan, and he has a jazz theory, so he would almost like turn them songs into journeys.
Yeah.
There's one song, probably the best song we did was called "Thank You." It's on YouTube, but that's it. It's not nowhere else. There's another project for like that. I ended up just throwing it in as a school thing, but some girl kind of like left like a "I'm sorry" message on my phone, so I just kind of like put it on there, and as she's talking, it's cut up, but like, you know, it makes perfect sense with like the music and all the dumbass journey that's going on there and stuff. That was probably the best thing we did. But yeah, you could tell like he's a Nine Inch Nails fan and shit.
Nin.
But yeah.
I always say fucking nin.
But he's weird, because if he's one of those people where, you know, you hear them talk, it's like, music's my life, I want to do it, blah, blah, blah. But then he became a music teacher, and then he always wants to, he just talks it, but then he always has a reason as to why he can't do it. You know, I got to get more gear. And I'm like, you got a computer. Like, why this? Or you got to do this, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm like, you're earning way more money than me. You can make this shit happen, dude. Like,
you can do it with anything.
Yeah.
I did the first album with one mic. I did my first two albums.
Fuck, I'm gonna call you Nas now.
I actually did the first 3 albums with one mic. Like,
yeah, dude. Nas said all I need is one mic, and look at you. Look at you.
That's one mic and fucking MPC or fucking beat pads or something, you know. And then I got another project coming out January 19th.
Oh shit, my man got dates.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Like, yo, the last guy on here had the most mathematical formula. Like, okay, it's amazing. Like the precision for his like career and shit, and like why things are happening when. And this is a man who doesn't even play live either, too. But I was just like, man, you know, like a lot of people think about this shit way more than I think about it, because I waste a lot of my thinking on all the boring stuff like marketing and all that dumb shit.
I'm marketing too. Yeah. That's a big thing.
Why is something coming out on that date on January?
Oh, it's just my birthday.
Okay.
It's just like free music. It's basically just all the shit that I've been compiling. I don't know.
What's gonna be different about it that from the previous stuff? Is it only you, I guess, and not the?
It's just, it is just me, but I guess it's like beats and bass. The whole idea was to just have beats and then bass. It's as
no
simple
vocals?
as that. A few vocals. It's just basically like talking. It's like, I wouldn't say wisdom, just stories.
Dropping jewels. You like Jay-Z on 444.
Yeah, it's just entertainment for entertainment value and just make you think. Yeah. A bunch of, I call it the album of interludes. That's like really what it is.
That's what's up.
Yeah, just short songs. 16 of them. But just a bunch of ideas thrown together and I don't know, semi-cohesive, maybe. I guess you'll just have to listen and find out.
You think you're gonna play it? You gonna play it live?
Play it live? No, it's not meant to be played live. It's just.
What about you then, as an artist? You think you gonna play live around here?
Oh yeah, for sure. I need a drummer, but really, I don't need a drummer. I guess I just need a click track, and I'll play a set just me and my bass. Like, I'll get up there for 45 minutes and just play a set with my bass.
What does that sound like? Are you like a singer-songwriter with the bass or no?
No, I just kind of like freestyle. I don't know. I just like I got a couple jams that I kind of loop in and out, just creating like soundscapes almost. I don't know. I just like a wall of bass. And just to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to tame that into an album, but eventually it'll come out. So right now I'm just developing my skills as like a producer.
Talk about your excitement when you discovered DistroKid.
Yo, DistroKid is the shit, for real. I'm not gonna lie. That's like the tool to unlock
the bullshit.
The bullshit.
What do you mean?
Why bullshit?
Yeah.
The like how do you get your music out there? You know?
Pump it out. Give it to everybody on every platform you can.
Yeah, but I mean it's you break the bank if you use anything else. DistroKid is so cheap.
Yeah.
And it's unlimited. So
1 RPM's free. Insane.
Yeah, well, I didn't know about them, so fuck them.
1 RPM.
There's another service. They're free. They just take 15% of like whatever you the song makes, but it's like at our level, 15% of nothing is nothing. So like
True.
I went into way more detail on the previous episode because we started talking about this. Because I usually always recommend like for normal people who put like for normal bands, like because my friend almost has 2 aliases, and one of them is kind of like, you know, normal band in the sense that like, okay, they're gonna do an album every 2 years. So the perfect
CD
one
Baby.
is CD Baby. Yeah, they murder everybody. The problem is if you're gonna use that in a quantity way, then you get murdered via your bank. Like there's but he had a negative story because they fucked up his ID tag. So they had like him in the wrong genre or something, and it severely hurt him. And it was the guy whose royalties I showed you yesterday, you know? So he's like anti-CD. He's like, yo, you fuck me, it's over.
Yeah.
But you do me good. Like, and he's super loyal because like, so he's more like he'll be pro TuneCore forever just because they've done right by him and vice versa, you know? Which I get, but that's my story for DistroKid because even though 1 RPM's free, I tested it out. One song, I gave him like a beat I didn't care too much about. And it does work. So 1 RPM does work, but man, like I don't like some shit they did with like YouTube or something. And I'm like, I emailed them and they're like, we'll send you to the YouTube support, and they never respond. And I was like, all right, these people seem to kind of blow balls, you know. And DistroKid only has 4 people working for them. And, you know, they were the only people because I was trying to find out like what's the best and what company does everything and blah, 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 and studying this shit way too much. Asking everybody like simple finite questions that aren't in all their FAQs. So I was even
Only
on like
4 people?
3. Yeah, I was.
How the fuck do they do all that?
Technology and startup companies. It's quite reasonable. But they only hired the 4th person this year because they wanted the 4th person. I applied for it. They wanted the 4th person to be the guy who does the emails. because yeah, like they would, Phil would respond to some of my emails,
Man,
like,
and he writes good emails.
yeah.
His customer support is spot on.
But yeah, they were the only people who responded to me on July 4th. Everybody else,
Dude,
not that I need you to respond to me on holidays, but because they're like small, they're hustling, so they
were
responded
really quick
to me.
to respond to me.
Yeah.
I was locked out of my account, and it was my dumbass fault because I signed up with the wrong email, and they were like, "Oh, well, shit, man, we'll change it." Well, he didn't say that. But
Yeah.
He said, "We'll change it for you right away," and not even like an hour later, it was changed.
Overall, yeah. So overall, right now, I think like they just because of that, they kind of won me over. In terms of services, man, like first off, there's a lot of hidden stuff, dude. Like, that they only tell you if you bother them about it. Because I was complaining to them about like the way I put my name, and they always like, dude, here's the rules, and if you go against them, stores won't. But it won't let you go against them. But then they showed me how to go against the rules, and it's like there's buttons there when you're uploading a song that are hidden. That if you click on certain spots, then it gives you. It allows you to break the rules,
More options.
Yeah, like to change your name. Like my friend AF the Naysayer, he's all caps, so he needs to do that. Otherwise, the system won't accept him all caps, Or me, like I like A, capital L, small R, and then small B, but they're like, no, that's fucking stupid, But like I already started the other way, so like it probably won't change on any of the other things unless I become famous or something. But like they showed me how to just ignore that and spell it any way I want to, or capitalize it any way I want to. And I'm like, man, I wish they made that public instead of hiding it,
Well, they want to keep it on the low. Like,
they won't keep it on the look because they're trying to just make everything work. I get it.
iTunes would be like, hey,
yeah,
man.
because they're trying to make it work. I get it, but it's still annoying. But actual real service complaints, and I've actually emailed them and talked to them about this. Like if they would do Content ID for free, and if they would do Shazam for free, like they would pretty much be perfect.
Yeah, man, that whole Shazam thing.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't pay 90 because we're not really even getting played like that.
I don't do YouTube music either.
No, I think you should, but why don't you?
I do my own YouTube channel and
just
do
do
my
both.
own.
The end.
Why?
Well, me, like, because I have I do everything, right? I do this crap, this podcast and everything. So I put all my stuff on one channel anyway. So I want everything to be.
Unified.
This is the Abe section. I mean, this is Abe's YouTube. Abe does 800 different things, but if you like this, there. If not, then go to a playlist because everything's more organized.
Yeah.
That way. But yeah. So I'm like, why not? Because the YouTube music, in theory, from the way I understand it, like, stuff like that is going to be more favorable on their little mobile apps and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, why not have it there?
But I mean, you do it all yourself. What's the point of having it? Again, double I. It's like,
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All these real artists have it there, so it must be doing some dumbass shit, Yeah, I've gotten money from it. Like, not by money, I mean like 5 cents or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, but yeah, so somebody's clicked on it, even if it's me, But I mean, but either way, yeah, those two things, and I found ways to circumvent those. Well, maybe not Shazam, but I found a way to get Content ID for free anyway. So I mean, like, the company they use to use Content ID is called Audium. They're free. You can just go to them via yourself, and yeah, they'll take their own cut of it the same way DistroKid takes a cut of it. That's the thing, though. DistroKid takes a cut of it and charges you to do it, which is fucking ridiculous. Versus Audium just takes a cut. Same thing. They take a cut of whatever it is you make, and if you don't make nothing, well, you don't pay nothing.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. I don't use them though because I'm with. I just go with the royalty company I have. I just put it all under them.
Publishing, man. Okay,
Oh.
tell me about this.
Oh, that was it. That's it.
Yeah, tell me about you being a publisher.
I'm just one in name, dude. I don't really do anything.
Can you publish, and what can you publish?
Anything, but I mean, like I said, I'm in name. For the real reason you would want to get published by someone not yourself is because they got things to offer, and I don't got nothing to offer you. So it's like, so I'm signed up as one and all that shit. And if you want, I could publish yourself, but you would notice nothing different except that, like, I might, maybe promote it. But I mean, like, if I was someone who was really in the game, well, I might call up Steve, like, yo, Steve, I got this artist. You should put him in your movie, But I don't got Steve on my call myself. So I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Well, how do you become a publisher?
just sign up. The end. Just start
Where?
doing it. I
Where?
mean, what are you with? Are you with ASCAP or BMI?
I applied to BMI.
What do you mean you applied? It sounds. You
I
make it
don't
sound
know.
like they denied you.
I don't know what the fuck. I've never heard back from them. I don't know
That
what
makes
the
no
fuck.
sense. Just do it again then. Yeah, like, say,
Yeah.
those I don't know how BMI works, but those companies aren't really in positions to be like, they don't say no. They just kind of like
Let you
bring people in. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, if they didn't respond to you, something went wrong there.
I probably signed up the wrong.
But yeah,
email.
like the official channels is you would become a publisher there. And depending how seriously you're taking it, you might also need to make it a business. Like I kind of maybe did, you know, like I kind of did. I just don't know if I want to acknowledge it, but I did. But yeah, that's it. But then like all the real stuff, all the benefits you really want, like you're gonna have to just earn. If you're gonna self do it, you're gonna have to just earn that the same way we earn everything, you know. So there's no magic, like
yeah.
yeah. So it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in position to collect like royalties and stuff, but for what? And then I just got like an admin, I guess you don't have one probably, but he does. I don't even think he takes it seriously. I don't think he uses it too much.
What's that?
The admin is the people who collect your royalties, the publishing royalties. So
Oh shit.
those
man.
are like important things, but like I have spent a lot of time like in the last year like researching this, and that's probably why I wasn't making music. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I think sometimes we spend too much time on all the real parts that don't matter, because unless you're really in, you know, Jay-Z is an extreme example, but unless you're like it's bringing in money like that, then you're in position to care about that. Like someone like Carlton Zeus, you know who that is? Doesn't matter, but I mean, like he has like 16,000, which is not too much, you know, right? But it's way more than all of us. 16,000 people following him on Instagram. So if you look him up on all the things, like the way we might have like 10 followers on Spotify, like he got followers, so he's putting up big enough numbers to matter, you know.
Yeah.
That
Or to at least make revenue.
yeah. So like he this stuff would matter to him. So because he's not famous, but it's not nothing either. You know, it's generating income, you know?
Yeah.
Versus us, like we get our plays from our friends, and that's about it. Like so it's like important, but it's not, you know?
Yeah.
So like
I'm really thinking about turning that album though into the singles. You said that whole singles thing, you know?
I mean, don't do it because I said it, do it because you want to do it, you know? Like I'm a fan of that, because like why not, you know? Like, but I mean, at the same time, don't do it and expect you to blow up overnight either.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it if it's something you're gonna be like okay, I just want to keep just putting out stuff as I make it. But don't just like kill an album, and then what happens when you run out of album? Then there's no more singles. So because then you just kill the continuity, the flow anyway, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe you can still put out the album, and then after that, just go on a little single rampage, you know.
True. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Like just a bunch of fucking blown out garage rock singles.
Yeah, because I mean, like, look at how we talking. Like, you talking albums and singles, and like, I'm not even talking about like discouragement or like dream killing or nothing, but it's like, dude, we make music for ourselves primarily, and that's it. So it's just like, I know
Release
these
it.
things are real, like
Yeah.
Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, and he was talking about, you know, like that's how you get your music out. It's not how you get your music out there. Like all these things they're doing is they just turned that into the new SoundCloud for us, you know. We just play on the same basketball court that they play at now.
True.
But the real question is, how do we get people there, right? Which none of us really know the answer to, because we're not doing it. But until like, if that's not even the goal, like yeah, just think of that shit as that's where you put your music at, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's where you keep. So that's what I'm saying. Like albums and singles and all this crap, like it's a lot of caring for nothing, you know. It's a lot of like trying too hard at all the wrong things. Like just do stuff and have fun.
Doing it.
Yeah. In the end, and just put it there. unless like you're really gonna go for it. And by really gonna go for it, well, I mean like, well, 90% of your day every day is that's what you're doing, and none of us are doing that. You know, like
True.
none of that. Because I've met people like that, and those are the people who can't contact you all the time because all they do is do the thing. You know what I mean?
They're doing it.
Bacon.
Dope, man. Abe, thank you for the wisdom.
I just talk, dude. I don't know if it's wisdom. A man's just talk.
Well, I consider it wisdom.
Bacon.
So take it for that for what it is. Dan.
I feel like Dan's just like spacing out right now.
No, I'm thinking about them green pepper something or the other Stouffer oven trash
Yo,
that
I
I'm
got
heating
that.
up.
Got that salad in the car.
Ooh.
That wet salad.
Ooh.
Oh man, that sounds like some nasty shit.
That 44 degree sitting in the car
Yeah, baby.
That's good. That means it's cold
on
and
a
shit.
rainy day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want to do the life questions? We get you out of here.
Life questions.
Yeah, man.
Give me some life questions.
Are you gonna participate in these or not?
Come on, Daniel.
I guess. Does that mean that I won't do one later?
Yeah, you could do it later because you're like you ended up just commenting on stuff versus
Well,
like really
that's why
being
I'm
there.
hesitant to say anything
Yeah,
because
fuck
I'm
it.
like, I got some stupid shit.
You
to say.
can comment. You don't have to give your answer. You can just comment like you've been commenting.
No. I'm a respectful, third wheel.
But I mean, yeah, you don't have to answer them. Like you will whenever you really want to come on. What is?
I don't think even when I'm on, I will get to answer the way I want to answer.
Whatever. But I mean, like, we'll dive into more real shit when you come on versus this. What is one thing you believe in that everybody thinks you're crazy for believing in?
The Illuminati.
Why? Like, why you believe in it, or?
No, I don't really know. I don't.
You got proof? You got proof that we don't know? We
No,
gotta
I
break
mean,
some-
I don't really. I answer that as like a stupid question because I don't really care. I guess what people think I'm crazy for believing in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But just what's one thing? People be giving me some crazy answers, yo. Like I'm trying to remember. The last one kind of shocked me, but I don't remember what it was.
Like, I guess H.P. Lovecraft, there's like people down in the sea. There's like a whole world down there that we don't know. What if there's like
The whole world down where?
like down under the depths of the ocean?
Oh,
With
Atlantis?
well, humanoid species, you know that. Yeah.
Do you believe that? Or no, are you just saying it? Just say some shit.
Well, I was watching like a documentary
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
like possible things, and there's echolocations of, possible voices and singings and whatnot,
Yeah.
just what if there's people down there? Or what if there's obviously creatures down there that we don't know. We're trying to go out into space and we don't even know what's in our oceans.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta go though. What
I think that's like a slogan for a Depends commercial.
I was thinking
Sometimes you
about
just
it.
gotta go.
Oh no, I was thinking about what he said more as a metaphor for us. Like, well, because I'd be thinking of that shit too. Like, should I stay or should I go? Like in the Denver song, yeah. All my bars is real, dog.
Another possible Depends slogan.
There you
Should
go.
I stay or should I go?
But it's like, yeah, do you explore San Antonio to the 100% fullest, or do you just move on to something better? Because when is anything ever done?
Yeah. Leave.
Yeah, same thing like with with the mix of a song, right? When is the mix? Is it ever done? You always hear people like, oh, I can still make it better.
Never.
Still make it better, yeah.
It's never done. Just fucking release it.
Yeah.
Move on.
All right, here's the more traditional Abe question. What's your goal in life?
Be known.
To be
for
known?
something. Yeah.
All right. Why?
I don't want to be a shithead, so
Is that wait? So it's like A or B. You can be known or you can be a shithead. Is that's fucked up?
No,
Right? It's like be famous or be dead.
Well, I just want people to know what I gotta say, and I don't know.
But why you want them to know what you gotta say? What
Why
makes what you
not?
gotta say special?
Nothing. Really, like nothing I say is any different from what someone else has to say. But just want to connect with people, you know.
For sure.
Play my heart out. I got a deep love for like live music and just people that kind of like bear all their shit out on stage. You know.
The braveryness,
Yeah.
courageness, and public courage.
Yeah, just
Or ability to be oneself at all times, no matter who or what is watching.
so. But
All right, next one. Who do you have compassion for?
passion.
Yeah, man.
Gotta have compassion for everybody. As corny as it sounds, but
Why? Why you gotta have compassion for everybody?
the world's a fucking bitter place. Like, you don't know what they're going through. You know? Don't be bitter.
Everybody got their own journey, their own ups and downs and struggles.
Yeah.
All right. Now you turn into like Rob De Niro. You give me these short ones.
Oh.
Now you good? You good? That's funny. Like, what 3 things you thankful for in life? My man's like nothing. That's why he's laughing. It's like
No.
fuck being grateful.
No. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I have good people in my life, but, you know, I'm thankful for being able to do shit like this and being alive,
Yeah.
living in the moment, like just taking it day by day. That's cool. And it's like 3, right?
Yeah, that's 3. That's all right. One person you want to forgive and one person you want them to forgive you, and why? If you can say why.
Wait, say that one more time.
One person you want to forgive and then vice versa. Like you want them to forgive you. Who you want to forgive you and why.
There's a lot of people on that list.
I don't need the Santa Claus list. Just one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It'd probably be this girl back in high school. I think, you know, it was she was a good friend and she thought we were good friends and we just went our separate ways, but I guess it was just she was always so bitter about it all.
Do you want her to forgive you?
Yeah. And me forgiving myself just for the dumb shit that I do. You know, just like get over it, move past it, and don't focus on it, you know?
For sure.
It's in the past.
Where you see yourself 3 years from now?
3 years from now, out of San Antonio, or I don't know, having a property somewhere, making want to get like a live set going, like a good venue.
Oh man, these are like all the same. I feel like a lot of us have had these dreams over the years of the venue, you know.
Well, the venues breed scenes, they breed culture, they breed like environment. You know, you have to create the environment. Where
you want to have this venue at?
That's what I'm debating. Is San Antonio even the right place to have a venue?
A lot of us would say no.
Right?
A lot of us would say no. I was speaking with a business person who had money the other day, and it's like from an entrepreneurial perspective, and speaking maybe not of music, like San Antonio is a good place, you know, like. But I guess us from the artist standpoint, Like it's hard. Like I've told people, like even from a consumer standpoint, in the last 2 years, artists who never would come here are starting to come here, you know? Because there's a lot of shit happening downtown now. And even some on the strip, like famous artists, not like us, you know, famous artists. But this is at the consumer level. For us, like trying to build the local fan base and all that shit, I feel like that still hasn't really trickled down or changed or helped us at all. And I don't know if more economic growth is going to help us. But, you know, at the same time, you know, you could be the one to start it. You never know.
Yeah. This guy too.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years? What do you want to be doing?
To counter it.
What do you want
to do? I think place-wise, man, I don't know. And I don't think it matters. But in 3 years, I probably like I guess if I look at my life, I probably do have more than one problem. But I think honestly, the only real problem I have in life is money. You know, that's it. So in 3 years, I never want to ever think about money ever again. In terms of like needing it or how's it gonna come.
Living.
Yeah. I don't need to be like God rich. It would be nice though, like $9 million rich, you know.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, like I don't ever want to worry about it. I want to be in the grind of whatever it is I'm doing, and that's it. So that's my 3 year thing.
Hell yeah,
like
man.
This should be the last time I ever worry about money this month, and I don't ever want to worry about it ever again. So
that'd be awesome, dude. Well, tell me how that shit goes. I'll be trying to do the same thing.
Sure, man.
Getting out.
What is the perfect day?
Cold gray day.
So today, I guess.
Nah, it's raining.
Okay. Cold
rain
gray,
is cool,
but no rain.
Yeah, cold and gray, but no rain.
Just the day before rain, basically.
Yeah. Or the day before snow.
Anything else? Just cold and gray. That's the perfect day.
Being able to do whatever I want. And making music all day. If I could do that, if I could be in the studio all day, every day.
Yeah, all day.
I'd be there all day. If I can make a living off of that,
yeah,
be comfortable, I'd be there all day. That would be my house. That's what I want to do, is convert like a house.
Oh yeah.
Into a studio.
When I was in LA, I met these two brothers, and they did just that. Like I was gonna mention someone here whose podcast is about to come out who kind of did that, but it's more like his mixing room. But
who?
Clifton Miles. Like he's recorded. So he does dead room recording. His podcast is coming out soon. You might want to check it.
Yeah.
He's pretty. I didn't even touch on it because sometimes I hate asking people stuff I already know. And I heard a podcast with him that like right before I did mine with him. But he's actually deaf in one ear. So like, and yeah, he's like, that's his primary career is like mixing shit, like mixing rock and metal records, you know? So it's pretty crazy. Yeah. I mean, we got 2 years, so we're cheating and shit.
That's dope.
But, so I didn't even address that in the podcast at all. But, the brothers in LA though, they literally took a part of their house. And that is a 100%
cutting room,
like studio.
That's
it
awesome.
Has the glass window.
Yeah,
which Clifton actually mentioned he wanted to do it, but he just it didn't work. He just didn't want. Like he changed his mind somewhat. But no, he has the glass window, analog mixing board, like all that shit. The recording room, which had drummers. The studio tech, aka the younger brother.
Yeah.
A tape machine in the corner to burn everything to tape. You know. Of course, NS10s, you know, like which Clifton has too, by the way. But yeah, NS10s there.
Why tape?
Well, talk to any like guy who isn't Dan. You know, like
right.
all the like classic records about Led Zeppelin. Although you burned them all to tape, dude. You always recorded to tape. Now we don't record to tape. We record the ending of the tape. You know, or a lot of people do some other shit. But for most people, they make the mix and then they burn it to tape. You know, as a way to like get it warmer and shit. But yeah, that's why they have the tape machine, you know. And yeah, no, this shit sounds real good.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, so yeah, it's funny. I was just meeting them for the first time, and then I don't even know they do music, but I got to talking, and the older brother's the one who built it, but the younger one is the musician, you know?
Yeah.
So he's like still out there, still hustling, playing LA. Things makes his like full-time living, just doing like music, like doing covers and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
He ain't rich, but again, you know, he's just
Making a
doing
living.
that, yeah. So me and him are talking all excited while the older brother's just kind of there, and he's, you know, I tell him I do stuff and he does stuff. It's like, let's go to the listening room. We go to the listening room. Fucking has like a coded lock and everything.
Yeah.
And then like we go in there. I'm like, this ain't a listening room, fool. This is a studio. Yeah, I was like, the listening room. Are you crazy?
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, like I wasn't even prepared for that. That was like a fun day. That was like,
That's so cool.
yeah. So that's like the dream right there.
Well, hey, man, California's about to burn to the ground.
I saw that thing that's going viral today. I mean, like, yeah, fires have always been a thing there, but it's like I don't think it's in. I don't know. Every place has its all negatives and shit, right?
Yeah.
Granted, yeah, burning trees is pretty horrible, but you know, the daily complaint here is like, oh, it's hot all the time. Obviously, this is the wrong day for that.
Yeah.
But like what? Like 10, 11 of the months here are probably hot.
The same.
Which I guess
the
LA
same
probably
fucking
has
weather.
to. Now think about it.
Yeah, but we have less trees,
Yeah.
less shit to catch on fire.
Yeah. They have more traffic though, like more shit. But don't worry though, right? The way we're going, like you know, as we keep having more people and more buildings, shit, like they'll just build, right? They'll just build.
But it's gonna be a while. I give San Antonio a minute.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Give it like 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, like that place just seems to have. Because I think someone today posted like, yeah, like where she lived, like the trees right next to her were burning, like. And I know, like every year, like you know, people always talk about losing their houses to that shit too. So,
How? How were the trees just burning next to her?
I don't know how any of this shit works. Like I don't know it like that. I just noticed. I don't mean right next to her, but like maybe like a block or two down. She said. I mean, like I've never seen her place. This is just her Facebook comment. She could be saying bullshit. I don't know. You know. Like,
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That city just is the industry city, so it's like it's probably just another obstacle you got to deal with, unfortunately.
Nashville's on the come up, man.
No, Nashville's been there. Nashville, see, so you mentioned Nashville for different things because music's what we've been talking about. If music's a thing, that's always an important city. It's always been.
Yeah.
I say industry, I mean like everything.
Everything.
So I'm talking about movies and TV and shit because I think I would find those interesting because I am highly paranoid. That's why, like, if I really wanted to make like. And I'm definitely not even about mixing these days, but if I really wanted to do something, I probably should have done that and just been like an audio engineer for real in one of these cities. Not here, but like, you know, go pursue it like for real and like intern under the real guy. And I've never done that because I always like being the guy, which is probably hard, which makes it infinitely harder, you know? And I'm always worried about doing the thing because I might not do these things no more. But I feel like if I do TV or video or something that's foreign to me, it'll keep me more interested in all of it, you know? Like,
yeah, for sure. That's why I do video too. It just keeps me more interested in music. I find myself like composing shit for video.
I don't like that at all. I tried it. I thought it'd be easy because I do music, and I tried it, and then I ended up having him do it.
Yeah.
Like, cause I just lost interest. Like, I mean, cause I really like doing whatever the hell I want and like self-expression part. And once we start doing roles for people, I lose interest usually. Take it back here. What okay, yeah. What keeps you going? What's the motivation to carry on? Is it something from within? Is it a higher power? Is it faith?
Faith in myself. Faith in creative talents. I don't know. Faith in your vision. That's it. Keeps me going. My mom and dad, I want to support them. You know?
Yeah.
And I want to be able to travel too. Only feasible thing. It's like making music and video. I can do it other ways, but that's the only way I see it in my mind.
Yeah.
It's the only way I want to. So.
All right. Here's the last one, but it's like a 3-parter though. I wish, I wonder. I like that I did. I wish I had done. I wonder what would have happened if. So yeah, first one. I like that I did.
I like that I did a record label.
What's the name of the label?
Fuzzy Cat Records.
Yeah.
I wish. What was it?
I wish I had done.
I wish I had done. Say something stupid now. I wish I had done school a lot sooner. And I should have what?
I wonder what would have happened if.
I wonder what would happen if I would have pursued love rather than a career. That's it.
Yeah, man. I sometimes. I feel like in my young 20s, that was like a big focus. Like trying to find the love, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but now I feel like, I
Fuck
won't
it.
say I'm not interested in it, but it's almost like,
Fuck it.
yeah, it's in a different spot for me now, you know?
Fuck it.
You never know who you meet, but it's also like not the main thing I'm focusing on no more. Like before where I really wanted it, you know?
Yeah.
All right. What are the plugs? Where can the people find you?
The plugs, you can find me at SoundCloud, The Wizard. Spotify, The Wizard. iTunes, same thing, The Wizard. Bandcamp, all the music is free that I have. It's streamable, but it's downloadable for free at Bandcamp. And it's just The Wizard all the way. And Instagram, The Wizard 210. San Antonio, you know, Countdown City. But that's it. I'm The Wizard.
Last words? Oh, does it say wizard on there?
Yeah.
Damn. Actually, before you even say the last word, so is that the artist name, The Wizard?
That's like the all-round producer. Whatever.
Well, why The Wizard?
Bigger encompassing vision.
Why The Wizard?
Wizards are mystical. Wizards are mysterious. You know? Wizards can be whatever they want to be. So
All right.
they know the secrets of the universe.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm searching for.
All right. What last words?
Last words. I love you.
All right, man. Bake that chicken, smoke that turkey, boosh.
Woke up today, same day every day. Nothing changes, no life rearrangement. Am I shameless? My name nameless. I choose to be painless, the path that's painless. Easier choice to do, though I have no clue. My life what to do, and be the chosen few. Greener on the other side, when will the tide be on my side? Surfing the life ride. What I do when I go to sleep every night. We surfing the life ride. What I do when I wake up first sight. We surfing the life ride. What I do when I battle every single day. We surfing the life ride. What I do when the North so Hawaii. We surfing the life ride. Now my flow is flowing, life is ever knowing, I'm forever growing. Obstacles are slowing me from being me. My mind can see potential in me, failing publicly, still not trying. Closer to dying, my dreams flying. There's no denying what I wanna do. Act as if no clue what I wanna do. Rally to a crew, easier to do than put in work. Effort tends to hurt, business stay flirt with my motivation. Stop procrastination, head to destination. No more vacations, not until the end. And with you, my friends, but there is no end. Always in a van, always on to do. Podcast to grow, does the queue, nothing rather do. What I do when I go to sleep every night. We surfing the life ride. What I do when I wake up first sight. We surfing the life ride. What I do when I battle every single day. We surfing the life ride. What I do when the North so Hawaii. We surfing the life ride. This year the tide will rise and subside on my side. I'm gonna try like I'ma die, no matter the why. I always aim high. The goal to fly away from here. No more fear, talking about leaving. Now you'll be seeing me going out. Power of my mouth, make reality. No salary, freedom but my life creation is my wife. Gonna be alright, can spark the light. Care for myself first, fix my health, then aim for well. Set free myself, transform within life. I win, all of my kin believe they come in. What I do when I go to sleep every night, we surfing the life ride. What I do when I wake up first sight, we surfing the life ride. What I do when I battle every single day, we surfing the life ride. What I do when the North Shore Hawaii, we surfing the life ride. What I do when I go to sleep every night, we surfing the life ride. What I do when I wake up first sight, we surfing the life ride. What I do when I battle every single day, we surfing the life ride. What I do when the North Shore Hawaii, we surfing the life ride. Where am I going from here? Where am I going from here? What am I gonna do next? Am I gonna be the best? Where am I going from here? Where am I going from here? What am I gonna do next? Am I gonna be the best? Where am I going from here? Where am I going from here?